Herring's direction of cure. Now, whatever I am explaining, this is more of a practical aspect rather than a theoretical. So those who are watching me, please note it down and please put it in your mind that whatever I am saying, this is actually for those people who are practicing and who have just passed out. Okay, this is a completely a clinical how do you approach in clinic with this. Okay, so let's begin with Herring's directions of cure. Now, prior to that, one more thing I want to mention, that my mission is to just make things more simpler for a homeopath, so that there all around the world there are really great homeopaths, okay, standing by, and we come as a team. So let's see what is Herring's direction of cure. Now, Herring's direction of cure, why a master have given this? First, we'll understand this. A master has given this because when you give a medicine, you need to understand where the case is heading towards. Is it heading towards suppression? But how would you suppression, palliation, or cure? If it was not at all given to us, how would we understand this, where the case is exactly going? Okay. So a master has given us Herring's direction of cure. Now let's see what is Herring's direction of cure. Okay. Prior that, remember a direction. When I say this is nothing, but it's like where the case is heading. This way, that way, another way. So use your sense. Okay, when you give the medicine and the person comes next time, you need to understand where the case is going towards. So for the cure, he has given the 4 statements. So we are going to understand that those 4 statements. What are that? We all know, from above downwards, from within outwards, from most important organ to the least important, and in reversed order of appearance of symptoms. So today we are going to study about the first one today, from within outward. Okay. Now when I say from within outward, we all know, we are very well taught in our graduation school, from within outward means what? It's nothing but our deflected vital force. After giving the medicine in a given case, it will come down into alignment, and then it will treat all the symptoms, okay, which are present physically. So how do I notice in a clinical practice? Now, it's a simple way. The person says that I feel quite energetic, I feel very much refreshed. That's the first statement what the patient is going to say. So this in practical, you will find it from within outward. Okay. What is the second one? The second one, please pay attention because it has many monster heads on it, and I just think like you need to interpret it very correctly in your practice. Now, second statement is from above downwards. Now there are, I said, a monster heads are there over here. So what are the monster heads? Let's see. All the monster beliefs that we have from above downwards. Okay, the first one which is there is from head to toe. Okay, many of the people say it is from head to toe, and then they say how it can be head to toe, because if it has at all the symptom comes other way back, then how it, like if it is starts from the head and then goes to the toe, so how it can be in a reverse order? Yeah, I do agree to them. Okay, so I do agree to those people who put up this theory. Okay, so head to toe. The second one, what people obviously say, it is that it is pertaining to the systems. Okay, it will be only to the GIT system, it will be only to the respiratory tract system. Now here I just want to make a statement. Okay, if ever you have a complex disease, have you ever thought how are you going to see in such a case what is above downwards in all such mess? Okay, so I would just say from above downwards, no, over here it does not pertain to one particular system. It has to be from overall. Okay, a master has never given anything in particularly. It has been always a human as a whole. The third thing, people always say how it can be true if at all we have a mental disorders that is mostly psychosomatic. Okay, so in such cases, psychosomatic cases, if the somatic gets first clear and then the psychosis, then this does not hold true. So I would suggest over here that if you ever have got a psychosomatic cases, you will find the intensity on the physical level is always low. Okay, and first the correction is made at the intellectual level. So what is, first we'll understand, I will just get back to all these three and first explain you my point of view, what I have seen in given cases. In so many years of my practice, I never gave a head to this unless I stumbled on this. Okay, and when I saw it in my cases, I really happened to explore more and more about it. So what is this above downwards? Okay, first and foremost, above means something to do, something which is, a master very smart, he would have given it head to toe directly. But mind you, he has not given you head to toe over there, though in somewhere in the bracket, Herings do mention it as a head to toe. Now that he has mentioned in the Newsly Chronic, I think he had mentioned it in Hahnemann Chronic newspaper somewhere, where he was just analyzing and scrutinizing Dr. Hahnemann's work, and he just picked up those words and he had put down and over there as in head to toe when Dr. Hahnemann was working for Fragmenta de Veribus. Okay, so it's very important to know the history also, what and when what was happening, so that we can interpret the things very nicely. Master's words have been used very precisely. It's an old English terminology. So when I say above, mind you, above means something upper. It's an upper layer or at a higher layer or a layer above then. So what is this higher layer above then? This is nothing but this is your biological intelligence. Why I say this as a biological intelligence of a human body? We all know about this. That's as well intellect, emotions, sensation, all comes under this. Okay, so master says first this separations at all these levels are corrected, and then your physical symptoms will, above to downwards, the physical symptoms will be coming back to normal. Okay, so if I have, so it's never head to toe. The first statement, the first monster head is chopped out. Okay, the second thing I mentioned you about the particular organs. Okay, now let me tell you, as the symptoms have arrived, we'll go into the fourth corollary. Okay, the fourth statement which I'm going to talk about, I'll just add on to that so that you get or you have no confusion how to tackle with this. Right? If you have GIT and respiratory, if you have some complex disease, so how do I tackle this? This will see it later on. Okay, but this does not fit over here. Third thing, yeah, psychosomatic, as I told you. So if you find a somatic, so it's like psychosomatic. How now over here? What is my explanation? So mind you, in psychosomatic cases, if at all you get it, okay, so you will find that the intellectual level is first corrected. The mind first thing forward. Okay, if the persons come and say to you, like I had a case where the person said, no, ma'am, my mental levels, I mean to say, my memory is very poor and I have an insomnia. So his sleep was little bit corrected, with that of the memory part was corrected. Then he came back again saying, ma'am, I can sleep but not very sound sleep, but at the same time I have developed a guilt. No, I feel like crying a lot. So I said, okay. So on taking the case back again, I just got to happen to know that he had a lot of guilt in him. Okay, he had a guilt towards his father and mother of not taking care in spite of having the money. So this is very much important to understand how the your mental things can perk up all of a sudden, when you are having or when you're taking a follow-up case. This is a very important point to be note it over here. This is nothing from above downwards. So anything and everything which is there, it has to be from above downwards. Okay, your intellect is corrected, your intensity of the symptoms will be still lower. Again, your emotions are connected, still it will be degraded. Okay, so it always go from above downwards, and this happens very simultaneously. Neither I, neither you can note it down. Okay, we cannot note it down because this happens at a very, very high level. Okay, trust me, I had got such a lot of cases where I just found this, 6 months, all of a sudden this patient comes up with certain thing, but it always happened from here. If I have to see, when I close my cases, I always found that it is always from above downwards, the corrections are being happening. Okay, so that is from above downwards. Now let's go to the third statement, from more important to less important. Needless to say, this has been very well taught into, I think, in a graduation. Okay, so what is that? It's nothing but you need to understand the embryological. Okay, embryonic term, if you do understand, this will help you to understand, given in a complex case, if you get, you will get to know which will happen first. Okay, or even if it happening simultaneously, trust me, you have the fourth statement also with you. So there are many things parallelly attached to it. So it's always better to know your embryonic term, which organ is more important than the other. So I'm not going much in the detail, but the fourth one is very, very important, and please pay closely attention to it. Here lies the crux of direction of cure. Now what is the crux? Let's listen to it. In a reversed order of appearance. Now this is a very I would just say that this has been a very fantastic thing for me, because in my initially also practice, I always used to get this, but I never used to get all the three. Okay, so as I started seeing more and more case, I was just penning it down and closing my case, and what all sequences I was seeing, all those things, and how does it does this, I can apply these all four. Well, so I just let me tell you this, that even if you get confused with the first three, this fourth one will be always there. Be it in an acute, be it in a chronic, it will be always present, and you need not use your head on this. Okay, so what exactly it is? In reverse order. Now when I say an order, remember, Master have chosen the word very, very smartly. When he says something like an order means it's a pattern, it's a sequence which will be present in all the cured cases. It's a pattern and a sequence which will be present in all the cured cases. Now what is that pattern? You will find is that the first to appear is last to disappear. Now which symptom is going to appear and disappear? You need to understand that first. Only those symptoms are going to disappear which are present at now, currently, not the old symptoms. Okay, not the old symptoms. So you need to understand first, if I had acne in my childhood, and if I come to you today and you take the acne, boss, its acne is not going to come back. Right now, what currently symptoms I am facing with, okay, those are the symptoms that you have to consider. That is the sweetest and the crux of this statement. Mind you, it's just like a puzzle. I see it as a puzzle. So what is this exactly? The puzzle is that even if you mess up with the first three, the fourth statement is always present. This is the puzzle. Okay, the appearance, the order, the pattern will be always there if you have given proper classical homeopathic medicine to a patient, and if the cure is happening, this will be always be present in all the given cases. Okay, so I hope you have got a great insight through my lectures, and if you do like my channel, please subscribe me, I'll be coming after alternate weekend with all the new topic and its application, and which will help you out in your clinics. Thank you. Please do subscribe my channel.